Good morning, all of you. I'm a science teacher and I'm going to teach you science. From last few videos, we were continued with our second chapter of science, is matter around us pure. In this chapter, we discussed on the different matters and different types of matter, pure substance, mixture, different types of mixture, different separating methods we discussed. And then today we continue with the same chapter, and our next topic is how can we obtain pure copper sulfate from an impure sample. It means uh, here we separate pure copper sulfate from a impure sample. It means in copper sulfate has some impurities, and how we can separate these impurities from our copper sulfate, so we can get pure copper sulfate. So by an activity we can try to understand. First, we take some amount, approximately 5 gram of impure sample copper sulfate, impure sample of copper sulfate in a China dish. In a China plate, we take only 5 gram. Then dissolve it, dissolve this impure copper sulfate sample in minimum amount of water. Okay. Then filter the impurities and filter these impurities by filter paper. So some undissolved impurities are separated out by the filtration, and we get our filtrate, our copper sulfate solution. So maybe some dissolved impurities also are there, also is present in our impure copper sulfate solution. Undissolved or solid impurities we separate by the process of separation, by the filtration, and get filtrate our copper sulfate. May be possible some dissolved impurities were present in our copper sulfate solution. So we evaporate water, while naturally we evaporate water from the copper sulfate solution and we get a saturated solution, and we evaporate the water from the solution and then we get saturated copper sulfate. Saturated copper sulfate means the water quantity is very less in this solution. After evaporation, cover the solution, then cover the solution by filter paper. Okay, cover that solution, that saturated solution, by filter paper and leave undisturbed. और उसको थोड़ी देर के लिए क्या करेंगे, हम अनडिस्टर्ब रखेंगे एट रूम टेम्परेचर टू कूल स्लोली. उसको स्लोली स्लोली क्या होने के लिए, कूल होने के लिए फॉर अ डे, 1 डे के लिए हम उसको रखेंगे. तो the impurities which dissolved in that saturated solution, these are absorbed by filter paper. Then what we get after 1 day, we get pure crystals of copper sulfate in China dish and remove the filter paper. This process is known as crystallization. Why? Because we obtain our pure substance in the form of crystals. So this process is known as crystallization. Okay, this process is a little bit similar with evaporation, but both have a major difference. Okay. Crystallization method used at many places to purify the solids. For example, to separate salt from the seawater, and to remove the many impurities from the solids. Okay, this process, the process of crystallization is used at many places. It is used to separate pure solid from its, to form of its crystals from a solution. Okay, crystallization is better than simple evaporation technique. Why? It has some reasons. Some solid decompose, or some like sugar may get charred on heating to dryness. In the process of evaporation, some solids decompose by the heat, and some are like sugar are charred. Charred means these are some decompose, or charred means it's little bit burned. on heating, dryness. Okay, and some impurities may remain, but some dissolved impurities may remain in the solution. These uh, these impurities are not separate by the evaporation technique. So crystallization technique is better than evaporation technique. Okay, so some applications is there for the process of separation, for the process of crystallization, where crystallization method is used. So first one is purification of salt that we get from seawater. It is used to purify the salt from the seawater. Separation of crystal of alum from impure sample. Alum means Pitcairn. Okay, so this technique is used at many places, and thus by choosing one of the above methods from the crystallization or from the evaporation according to the nature of the components of mixture. Okay, we get a pure substance. With advancement in technology, many more methods of separation technique have been devised. Okay, in cities, when water supply by the municipal from a particular filtration plant of the municipality, so the process by which water has purified, this process has passes to steps. So we see or we discussed on the steps. First, first a reservoir tank where the water comes from the other place. For example, in our Ashok Nagar, water we get water from the Amahi Talab, Amahi Pond, and collect in filtration plant of municipality in a reservoir tank. Okay, then this water pass through a and hold for some time in a sedimentation tank. Why the name of this tank is sedimentation tank? Because the solid impurities are settled down in this tank, and after removing this solid particles, these are suspended or these are sediment in the tank, and then only water moves into the next tank, that is loading tank. In this tank is used to sediment suspend impurities. Some impurities may take some time to suspend down. So the impurities, these are suspend down after taking some time. Then the water passes through another tank, that is filtration tank. In that tank, a few layers of gravels are there. In the lowest layer is we put coarse layer, coarse gravels. On that layer, another layer is gravels, and then on the gravels, fine sand layer is present, and above these three layers, will passes. Water pass from these three layers, and the water percolate from these three layers and collect in another tank, that is chlorination tank. In this tank, chlorine is added into the water to kill the bacteria. Okay, then the water, after chlorination, the water supply into the city, into your homes. Okay, I hope you understand that. Good luck.